apparently there has been a rise in magical thinking over the last while. Magical thinking being loosely defined as the belief that we can affect the world around us with our thoughts and our willpower without actually, going out and pushing up against something or physically causing anything to change. And there are two reasons I've heard espoused for the rise in this kind of thinking. One is media influence, so the whole Harry Potter-esque kind of, magically themed entertainment that's out there that people are finding, sort of a balm in the middle of some very uncertain times. And that's leaking over into their own lives, that we're believing that, maybe we might be able to, find a wand and change things around us. And the second reason for the rise in magical thinking is just a little bit of people feeling, on the verge of desperate, a little bit hopeless, or at least under some threat that they feel they can't manage because the world is really a bit of a mess right now. And people are looking for a way to be part of the big community and not feel overwhelmed and not feel like they're just going to get plowed under and that there's nothing they can do about things. And regardless of the reasons for the rise in magical thinking, I think magical thinking is a great thing. I think it's brilliant. I think everyone should think magically, should believe that we can change the world with our thoughts, because we really can if we're communicating effectively. That's what communication is. Communicating is when we engage with others and affect their attitudes and actions. And if we engage with enough people and we affect enough attitudes to change enough actions, then the world changes. If you think back to the great engines of social change, the people that are will go down in history or have gone down in history, the Nelson Mandelas or the Mahatma Gandhis or the Greta Thunbergs or the Malala Yousafzais. These are not people that change the world unto themselves. They are people that found an audience and delivered that audience the right message in the right way, that they changed the way people thought, and that changed the way people acted, and that changed the world. And if you don't think that communication is magical, then think about the nature of communication. I mean, it's words and language, spells and incantations. And if that doesn't work for you, then think about potions, magical potions, because if you have ever been for a business lunch with somebody with a company credit card and an Uber home, you know that potions are magic. I'll leave that metaphor there. But what I will do is I'm going to encourage you to think about bigger things, not to think about what we can reach and what we can touch and what we can affect within our own purview. Think about what we can do collectively. Think what happens if you get together with a couple of billion of your closest friends and neighbors and start saying that you want things to change. That is magic. That is communicating. Communication is how we manage change. And the world needs to change. So we really need to get communicating. I'm going to leave it there for today, but I do hope you'll come back and join me again another day. And in the meantime, if you have questions or comments, or if you want to get in on one of our free courses, currently Changing How We Change, it's an hour that will give you an entirely new lens on communication and its role in our life. Reach out to us at info@bettercoms.com, and I do hope to speak with you again soon. Be well.